Jerry Sheeley. Clap for Jerry Sheeley.
Thank you very much. Give it up for your host. Give it up for your host. You guys want to all come on down and sit in the middle right here. Be fine. Good evening, everyone. How you doing?
Yeah.
Good. My name is Jerry Sheeley. I'm glad to be here. I see everybody looking healthy and wealthy. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. Yes, I know Cleveland is probably not your next vacation destination. We had some rough neighborhoods in Cleveland when I was a kid. We had neighborhoods so rough in Cleveland, I used to wear a bulletproof diaper. My pops used to scream out, "Somebody change that boy diaper. It smelled like gunpowder." And we had yard sales in Cleveland like they have yard sales in Hampton Roads. But our yard sales were totally different. Everything was brand spanking new. I know now if you go to a yard sale and everything's brand new, you are not at a yard sale. You're at a crime scene, shot fast. Went to college at Cleveland State University. And the dean on campus used to see me on campus and wave at me all the time. And I used to wonder, why is he always waving at me? I was the only man of color on campus, if you know what I mean. So he would come over to me and thank me for keeping his office so clean. I said, "Sir, I'm a student." He said, "Well, keep up the good work." And he used to offer me the keys to his office. So I did what any honest, hard-working college student did. I took the keys. I would go to his office and hang out and look around sometimes and see his computer would be up. And I said, "I might as well check my grades while I'm in here, right?" I look on the computer, I said, "You can't graduate with grades like these." So I would make the changes as necessary. You know, everybody in the neighborhood that I grew up in was a businessman. We didn't have 7-Elevens where you go in and get one candy bar and get one free. No. We had penny candy. You got a penny, you get a piece of candy. You get a nickel, you get 4 pieces of candy because you weren't counting very well that day anyway. Right? So anyway, we didn't have malls and stores we shopped at. We went to the basketball court. Because everybody in the hood had a trunk full of stuff that they were selling all the time. Right? So I left Cleveland State University, joined the United States Navy. Did 8 years of the minimum. Came out of the Navy, joined Century 21, the largest sales organization in the country. And I was a very energetic salesperson, right? I had 7 business cards. I sold everything. Sold real estate, homeowners insurance, cars, life insurance, Amway, air purifiers. I came to my client's house. I had so many bags. They would say, "Are you spending the night?" I said, "I'm staying until you buy something. I'm going to stay till you buy something." So I also want to tell you something about salespeople. First thing, they always got something in their hand. I call this liquid courage. Okay? It gives the salesperson an opportunity to think of a response to your tough question. First house I bought. My agent told me my monthly payment would be $1,000 per month. I get to closing. My payment is $1,597.19. I asked my salesperson, "Hey, you told me my monthly payment would be $1,000 per month. What's the problem?" He said, "What do you think? You're going to buy a house and not pay taxes and insurance? Sign the papers. I'm tired of you." First car I bought. Guy said the car had 20,000 miles on it. I picked the car up. The car got 30,000 miles on it. I said, "Hey, why does my car have 30,000 miles on it?" My salesperson said, "What do you think? You're going to buy a car and we're going to drive it around and make sure it runs right? Sign the docs and get off the lot." Right? And you never know who's the boss in a relationship. I'm doing a presentation one night. I'm talking to the husband. I'm talking to the wife. Talking to the husband and back to the wife. Husband says, "Hey, stop wasting your time talking to my wife. I'm the boss of this house. You tell me everything. Don't waste your time talking to her." So she heard it for a while. She was a very nice lady. You know, I think she was small, petite, foreign country. I think she was Norfolk. But after she got tired of hearing that, she looked at him and she pointed her finger at him and she said, not another word. Don't you say nothing else. I forgot what the man's voice sounded like. I heard his voice no more that evening. So you never know who's the boss. A friend of mine called me and told me he invited me over to a housewarming party. Now I said, wait a minute, I'm his agent. Has he bought another home and not told me about it? Because if he did, our relationship was just about over. But I'm going to be the big man about it and go to the housewarming party. So I stopped by 7-Eleven to pick up a nice housewarming gift.
Oh, Lord.
I get to the house, my GPS says, turn left. He said, this guy hasn't bought a new house. I said, how do you know whether he bought a new house or not? You just a GPS. He said, GPS said, turn left. I get to the house, there are balloons all over the place and streamers of the house. He's having a party. And I'm like, well, how's he having a party in the same house I saw him 4 years ago? So I go inside and say, hey, what are you doing having a housewarming party in the same house I saw you 4 years ago? He said, go in the kitchen to get something to eat. We just remodeled the kitchen. So I said, that's funny. Got a few more jokes for you guys here. I got one story I want to tell you. I just love this joke. But anyway, what do you call an older woman who dates a younger man and she takes care of him financially? Cougar, right? What do you call an older woman who dates a younger man and she does not take care of him financially? Alley cat. I saw a guy in Navy Federal in line the other day with an older lady in line with him. And I was like, oh, that's nice. He's got his grandma with him at the bank. So she kissed him on the lips and he smacked her on the butt. I said, ooh, that's not his grandmother. When he smacked her, I saw mothballs and dust. Just joking. I said, that's not his grandmother. So then she looked back at me, smiling sheepishly, and she had 2 teeth.
Oh, Jesus.
I said, so what do you call an elderly woman? See, cougar is older, is 45, whatever. Elderly is like 60, 70. So what do you call an elderly woman who dates a younger man and doesn't take care of him financially? A saber-tooth. Right? What do you call an older man who dates a younger woman, right? And he takes care of her financially. Sugar daddy, right? Okay, so what do you call an older man who dates a younger girl and he does not take care of her financially? Uncle! I have relatives who like to buy me gifts, right? But they want to borrow the money to pay for the gift. So my family got together, threw me a nice party, wonderful birthday party, and they bought me a wonderful gift. They got together, they bought me a flat screen TV. And I was all emotional. I was like, I can't believe you guys did this. Thank you. Thanks everybody for pitching in and getting me this television. I can't believe I love all my family. Next day, I get a late notice from Rent Center telling me I'm late on my first payment. I called my lawyer. I said, I want a separation agreement from all my relatives. Did you watch that show, To Catch a Predator? Love that show. Chris Hansen, Dateline NBC. You guys seen that show?
Yeah.
Chris Hansen walks in the kitchen. Older guy in the kitchen looking for a 13-year-old girl, right? Chris Hansen walks in, that's the guy. The light, how much time do I have left? This is my first time seeing the light. Okay, 1 minute. I'm almost done. I love this show. Catch a Predator. Right? So Chris Hansen goes in the kitchen, catch the guys in there and say, hey, what are you doing? Guy says, I'm here to meet a friend. How old is she? He says 13 years old. He says, it's okay for a 40-year-old man to meet a 13-year-old girl? He said, I wasn't going to do nothing. He said, okay, you free to go. Guy gets outside, cops say, down on the ground, right? I want to take Chris Hansen to a few other places where I know perverts hang out at. Like teen clubs. 15, 16-year-old girls out dancing. You got guys in those clubs that are 35, 40, 45 years old. So I want to bring Chris Hansen in the club. Young girl goes over, guy comes in, shows his ID card, inappropriate age guy in the club. Send a decoy over there, 15-year-old girl goes over and says, hey, you hot, you want to dance? The guy said, sure. So he's falling to the floor, and he's doing the old dance that the old guys do, robot and stuff, right? And so as he spins around, the girl walks away, Chris Hansen walks up and says, hey, what are you doing? He said, I'm dancing, getting my groove on. Dancing, getting my groove on. He said, how old are you? 39. He said, you're dancing with a 15-year-old girl. That's okay? He said, I'm not going to do anything. He said, okay, you're free to go. Guy goes outside, cops outside, down on the ground. Take Chris Hansen also to elementary school graduations. You got guys coming to these graduations, clapping for kids they don't even know. He comes in, sits in the audience. Some guy sitting there clapping feverishly. Chris has $6 and says, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm just clapping for I love the kids. I hope the kids, I like watching them." He said, "How old are you?" He said, 55 years old. He said, "You think it's okay?" He said, "Do you know anybody out here?" God said, "I don't know anybody in the whole building."
Wow.
He said, "You think it's okay for a 55-year-old man to come to a grade school graduation and enjoy it so much?" He said, "I ain't gonna do nothing." He said, "You're free to go." He goes outside. Cops say, "Down on the ground, I'm almost done. My wife needs Chris Hansen on her." Because her and her girlfriends are always going up to Williamsburg shopping when they should be working. Right? So I'm going to call Chris Hansen. "Hey, I want you to follow my wife up to Williamsburg." He goes up there. The next day she's up there. And they said, "I'm up here. I'll give her a call. Hey, honey, what you doing at work?" "Oh, we're working hard today." "Okay, cool. You know what? I'm in the area. Want to have lunch." "Oh, no, they brought us food. We got to go by." Chris Hansen sees my wife at Williamsburg. She said, "Hey, Miss Sheeley, what are you doing?" She said, "Hey, I know you. You're Chris Hansen, Daytime NBC. My husband loves you." He said, "What are you doing?" "Oh, me and my girlfriend's up here shopping." He says, "You supposed to be at work?" She said, "No." He says, "Okay, doing my job. You free to go." My wife goes outside the store. Cops say, "Down on the ground." Thank you very much. My turn. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.